Detailed due diligence report on Qualcomm, QCOM, covering its business model, financial health, valuation, and several other key areas. However, the available information does not cover all the points you've requested, such as technical analysis and specific ESG scores. Below is a structured report based on the verified data from the search results. Company overview business model. Qualcomm operates a dual-pillar business model. It designs and sells semiconductor products, Qualcomm CDMA technologies, or QCT, and licenses its vast portfolio of intellectual property, Qualcomm Technology Licensing, or QTL, related to wireless technologies. Industry position and competitive landscape. The company is a leader in wireless technology and semiconductors. It faces intense competition from companies like Intel Corporation and others in the semiconductor and wireless communication industries. Management team: Mr. Cristiano Reno, Amon, Chief Executive Officer, President and Director; Mr. Akash Palkiwala, Chief Financial Officer and Chief Operating Officer; Ms. Ann N. Cathcart, Chaplain, General Counsel and Corporate Secretary; Dr. James H. Thompson, Ph.D., Chief Technology Officer of Qualcomm Technologies, Inc. Financial health. The following data presents Qualcomm's recent financial performance and health metrics. Metric value, trailing 12 months, TTM. Source revenue, $43.25 billion, TTM. Companies, market cap net income, $3 to $18 billion, TTM. Stock Titan gross profit margin, 55.68%. Investing.com, net profit margin, 24.90%. Investing.com, operating cash flow, $459 billion, TTM. Stock Titan current ratio, 3.19. Investing.com, quick ratio, 1.72. Investing.com, total debt to equity, 54.35%. Investing.com. Recent quarterly performance, Q3 June 2025. Revenue was $10.37 billion, a 10.4% year-over-year increase. Earnings per share, EPS, were 2.77, up from 2.33 a year ago. Valuation metrics. The table below shows Qualcomm's key valuation ratios compared to its industry averages. Valuation multiple Qualcomm, QCOM, industry average PE ratio, TTM, 17.38, 57.4 price to sales, PS, TTM, 3.96, 19.61, price to book, PB, 6.33, 13.22, price to free, cash flow, 31.31, 67.99. Dividend yield, 2.08%, 0.95%. Relative valuation. Based on these metrics, Qualcomm appears to be trading at a significant discount to the industry average across several key valuation multiples. Growth potential and innovation segment. Growth, Q3 2025. The company is showing strong growth beyond smartphones. In the last quarter, revenue from IoT, Internet of Things, grew 23.7% year-over-year to $1.68 billion, and automotive revenue grew 21.3% to $984 million. R&D and intellectual property. The company's business model is built on continuous innovation. It holds an extensive patent portfolio including foundational technologies for 3G, 4G, and 5G networks, which provides a steady high-margin licensing revenue stream. Market expansion. Qualcomm is strategically positioned to benefit from long-term trends in 5G, artificial intelligence, AI, and the Internet of Things, IoT. Risk factors. SHU. Intense competition. The semiconductor industry is highly competitive, with constant pressure from rivals like Intel. Legal and regulatory challenges. The company has faced legal disputes related to its licensing practices. A trial for a breach of contract and customer interference case is scheduled for March 2026. Geopolitical exposure. As a global company, Qualcomm is subject to risks from trade sanctions, tariffs, and political instability that could disrupt its international operations. Dividends and returns. Dividend. Qualcomm pays a quarterly dividend. The current dividend yield is 2.08%, which is above the industry average of 0.95%. The upcoming ex-dividend date is December 4, 2025. Payout ratio. The dividend payout ratio is 32.79%. Market sentiment and ownership. Analyst view. Following its Q3 2025 earnings, some analysts have given Qualcomm a Zacks rank number 3, hold, suggesting expectations that it will perform in line with the broader market. Institutional ownership. The company is primarily owned by institutional investors. As of the end of Q4 2024, 79 hedge fund portfolios held Qualcomm stock, an increase from 74 in the previous quarter. Insider ownership. The company's co-founders still hold a small percentage of shares. Corporate governance score, institutional shareholder services, ISS, rates. Qualcomm is overall governance quality as 2, low governance risk, as of November 1, 2025. The board and audit pillars also score a 2, though shareholder rights and compensation pillars carry a higher risk score of 5. Tax and accounting practices. Effective tax rate, EITR. Qualcomm's effective tax rate has seen significant fluctuations. It dropped to 9% in 2020 and has remained very low, at 1% in 2023 and 2% in 2024, compared to the U.S. federal statutory rate of 21%. Deferred tax assets. The company has a growing net deferred tax asset position, which reached $6.05 billion in 2024. This is largely driven by items like capitalized R&D expenditures and unused tax credits, and these assets can reduce future tax expenses. Innovation and Moat. Competitive advantage, Moat. Qualcomm's Moat is primarily driven by its massive intellectual property portfolio related to wireless communication standards. This creates a recurring high-margin revenue stream through licensing and creates significant barriers to entry for competitors. Key resources. Its key resources are its extensive patent portfolio, strong R&D capabilities, and highly skilled workforce. Areas not covered by search results. The search results lack specific verified data for the following areas you requested. To complete your due diligence, you would need to consult the specialized platforms you mentioned. Technical analysis, specific support trash resistance levels, moving averages, and momentum indicators. ESG, sustainability, comprehensive environmental impact scores, labor, social issue ratings, and controversies. Supply chain exposure, detailed supplier concentration and logistics vulnerabilities. Customer base, specific revenue distribution and major client names, beyond the broad segments. M&A activity, a detailed history of acquisitions and potential takeover target status. Employee and labor risks, employee turnover rates, and specialized workforce dependencies. How to proceed with your research. For the most accurate and current data, I recommend you review full SEC filings, access Qualcomm's latest Form 10-K annual report and 10-Q quarterly reports via the SEC's EDGAR database for complete financial statements, risk factors, and customer details. Check financial data platforms. Use Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, or Reuters for real-time technical analysis, detailed analyst estimates, and insider trading data. Consult specialized ESG sites. Visit MSCI's website or Qualcomm's own corporate sustainability report for comprehensive ESG data. I hope this report provides a solid foundation for your analysis. Would you like me to help find more detailed information on any of the specific sections where data is available?